What is going on, guys? I hope all is well. Listen, don't mind me. I might be looking back and forth between two cameras because I got my computer up right here. I'm recording on this mic right here, but I'm talking to you guys at the same time. This morning, the good Lord put it on my heart to share, a little bit about where I've been and what trusting the Lord can do for you. All right, guys. And it's also a strong message to whoever. Keep going, right? Favor. Let's talk about favor first. It's kind of hard. I'm not gonna say. All right. First off, I used to take on the victim mentality, right? I used to be like, why does people treat me the way that they do? When it's all love, I ain't been perfect by any means, but you can tell my heart is pure. You know what I mean? But I sit back today as I look at it all. It's got a lot to do with the favor that I have over my life, right? Just the same way that I have this favor, if you're willing to submit and accept the Lord, you can have that favor too, rather than hating, right? And that's only what I've been trying to put out to the people over time. I'm just sitting back, man. It's like I got 9 lives, man. I'm like a cat. The bounce back is crazy. I'm sitting out here right now, guys. You wouldn't believe it. August the 5th, I just got out. Prior to that, my last go around, I only did 4 months. I had charges that could have sent me off for years, bro. For at least 8. At least 8, that's a known fact, you know what I mean? I remember whenever I went and first sat down this time, I was thinking in my head, I'm through. It's over with for me. I'm about to get ready to go do some time. I done been in trouble over and over again, right? I'm already on paper for 3 years. You get what I'm saying? I know the judge tired of seeing me. So on and so forth. I counted myself all the way out. One thing that I did do when I went in there, I submitted myself to the Lord. There's a lot of people that can agree with me. From hometown, brothers that seen me in there, right? Just keep it faithful all the way through, Didn't swerve to the left, didn't swerve to the right. I say I was gonna proclaim the gospel, and that's exactly what I did. You get what I'm saying? So what looked like can be 8 to 11, 12 years, and I did it. You get what I'm saying? They had proof of everything. You know what I mean? But again, the favor of the Lord. A lot of people looking at me whenever I was in the system too. It was hate given. How is this brother walking on water like this? You know what I mean? Well, guess what? It's not me. It ain't me at all. Look, man. The good Lord has something for this body to do. And if you're willing to accept him and follow his plan for your life and not yours, you can walk on water too. All right? I'm going to continue to break this down a little bit. But as I moved forward, thought I was gone, I began to see lawyers, attorneys, patient, not complaining about my problem, doing God's work while I was in there, praying, baptizing brothers, so on and so forth. I began to become selfless, just pour into everything that God wanted me to do. Once I did that, everything else changed. You know what? God began to work for me also. He began to take care of me. Next thing you know, I only got 4 months out of that time. And right before I got out, I was prepping about what it is that I was going to do here. I was kind of worried about, I had to go back to think. If God had you all of this time, what makes you think he ain't going to have you when you step out? All right, guys. So whenever I got out, before I went in, I had my shop. I had two trucks. I was living decently. I wasn't really living decently because I was on the run. wasn't as stable as I could want it to be, you know. Next thing you know, I ended up getting out. Didn't really have a penny to my name. I'm gonna shout out my mama. I ain't got a problem doing this. This is favor again. I can't help the mama that I got. I've always had problems with people be like, oh, you know, you blessed in this area, so on and so forth. Guess what? That's what we supposed to do, right? If I get my dollars, my main goal is to make sure my great grandkids are straight. You get what I'm saying? I want to establish something right now that's going to make sure my greats and my grandkids are straight. Something that lasts generations. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my grandmother. You know what I mean? The world will try to make you feel bad for stuff like that. Shout out to my people, my daddy. You feel what I'm saying? So we about to keep on going. Life still been hard. Just because dollars are in place, that means nothing. You still going to make some of the same mistakes. I was, if not worse, than a lot of the people that had less, okay? Let's keep it real. So, boom. We end up getting to the point of getting out. I got to make this quick because I'm narrowing down on time. Proverbs 3:5. When I got out, I was leaning on my own understanding, right? I wanted to try to build that bridge for myself again. I had to find myself submitting again while I was out. You know what? Came down, moved down to Georgia because that's where he told me, he put it in my heart that I needed to go. I ended up just taking the steps, guys. I didn't expect, I thought he wanted me to move, enter Atlanta. I didn't expect for him to do things like this. He always does this. I'm on God's team. All right? I was only looking for, like, you know, maybe an apartment or something. The good Lord said, no. I want you to move to this certain part of Georgia. I want to give you some land. You know what I mean? I want to give you some space. I want to give you a 3-bedroom home. I want to give you a shop building. Something big. You know what I mean? Something where you can get out there and move and work on stuff and be you. You get what I'm saying? I never expected this. I leaned on my own understanding to try to put everything together in my head. This is only a starting point. I've been out for 7 months, didn't have nothing. Lost both of my vehicles. Lost all of my stuff. Look, man. I got 2 vehicles in there now. I got a car and a truck. Blessed. Blessed. Listen. Whenever you lock in with God, and this is not for material gain. It's not, my heart is really there, okay? But he gonna take care of his. Point blank, period, no matter how it come. And you're going to be able to be taken care of in a way, right, where you ain't risking your life. You ain't got to look over your shoulder. You don't got to have a guilty conscience, right? You might be moving up the scale a little bit at a time. But listen, man, this is God's world. The God of Jesus Christ, you hear me? So anything that you need or could possibly desire, truly desire, he can show you that. And the most valuable thing out of this all that you can have is personal relationship. Personal relationship. It's worth more than rubies, gold, platinum, black diamonds. It's worth more than anything. He's going to give you the ability to walk on water, to thrive. That favor is available to each and every one of you guys. You know? That favor is to each and every one of you guys if you accept him. Don't rebel. It's things on the inside where the inner you begins to be put together. Love, joy, peace, so on and so forth. It's a straightening that comes with it all. It's deeper than what's manifested in the physical. Hey, man, I'm telling you, we winning over here. And whenever rough days come, watch them part the sea again. I done seen them do some of the most amazing things. How did we do that, Father? It ain't no way in the world we were supposed to. Nah. Listen, man. Trust God, choose God, take this route, man. I love you guys with all of my heart. Make sure you guys have a blessed day. For real. Get up with me.